All right, y'all, here we go. I'm gonna climb up in bed. I'm not sliding off of bed no more because, you know, we flipped the mattress around. I feel a little spinty. Welcome back to my Twisted Life TV Poetry. I am Poetry. You're here for another recap and review of Survivor Season 38, Episode 8, with a little bit of 7 added to the beginning because we didn't come last week. And this is Kina. The newly dyed red hair. You see it? You see it? You see it? See it going through? I mean, she ain't all that, but still. Anywho, we gonna try to give it to y'all as we remember. We watched 2 episodes back to back, so we don't remember it all, but we're gonna do our best. We're gonna briefly talk about episode 7. The best thing that happened for me in episode 7 is Keith is gone. That's the best thing that happened to me for episode 7.
Praise be.
When I said he is weak, he's weak. They had a chance to win an opportunity back into the game. They didn't win. Devins did. That was the whole thing. They merged at the doggone challenge, and then they found out that the people on the edge of extinction was coming back.
Yep.
People on the edge of extinction had a chance to come back in, but only one person. Devins won. Aubrey was so freaking close, got all the way to the top, dropped it.
Wendy
was so close, got all the way to the top, dropped it.
Chris was literally right.
Yeah, he was right there.
Nope.
Keith was just weak coming through the gate. He was the last one through the gate. I don't even talk about
that was stick. How dirty.
It was a mess.
It was horrible.
So, yeah, then that exciting challenge, Devins won his way back in. Devins is hating his old team. He ready for his revenge. So, after he got to go back in, they went back for their great feast. You know, found out he got an advantage. His advantage was actually an immunity idol. He had something else too. I had 2 advantages. Just an immunity idol, but it was broken. He had to give the other half to somebody. If they make it through the next elimination,
then they give it back.
They supposed to give it
and then it becomes like
a super idol. Powerful idol, super idol.
It might just be a regular idol
with full power. That's what they said. Idol with full power, but it's contingent on the other person gives it back.
Yep.
Okay, and so he gave it to his best ally, which was David. You know, of course. Yeah, of course. So the second twist to the game was that Jeff said, "All right, y'all, is that Bacardi? Like, where did the liquor come from? Oh my God,
this is my birthday.
She's
gift.
a drunk. She's a drunk.
Actually, no, that was from December." That was my birthday gift from Tony.
She's old
enough. It's not even hot. It's right there.
I ain't never seen it before. I've been here every week.
It's been right there this whole time.
Maybe I thought it was lotion.
It do kind of look like a lotion bottle. Like if you look at it from like the side, it looked like a.
She's old enough to drink though, y'all. So don't. She's not underage.
Yeah, I'm not underage.
She is a grown woman. Literally, y'all know. You pick a pizza, pasta out your teeth. Lord Jesus. Anyway, so Jeff told me, "Hey, we got another twist. Those of y'all who are still here, y'all got a choice. Y'all can go back to the edge of extinction and have another chance to win y'all way to the game."
Aubrey was
Everybody was
like,
I mean,
Lego.
Aubrey was so freaking emotional. She could not stop her crying. Wendy was the only one that was like, you know what? Hey, I didn't get to spin the edge of extinction, so I'm good. You know, I'm happy. Everybody should be happy. We made this for. We were all winners when we put our feet on the sand. Give me that motivational speech. She had a lot of trouble through that challenge though, because her Tourette's was acting up. You know, when she gets excited, her Tourette's flare up a little bit more. Yeah, too focused. So I thought that's one reason why she made the decision. Once they got back to the edge of extinction, immediately her and Keith quit. And I thought that was one of the reasons why she quit.
I say she did what she got to do. Them chickens was free, and that's it.
And they saw them chickens too.
Yeah, they sure did see them chickens. They was trying to catch them, they couldn't.
She let them chickens free. But Keith was saying earlier that you know, the raising that mask meant, you know, getting some food, being back home with your loved ones, this, that, and the third. I was like, why you just didn't tell Jeff right then that you didn't want to go back? You go all the way back to the island and then immediately raise the flag. I was like, that's such a weak move. I wasn't happy with that. I was disappointed. But I'm happy he
always
gone.
disappointed in him.
But I'm happy he gone. And so, back at the camps, I don't know why Joe has been so fucking trusting this season. He really expects these people that have always put him on the bottom to like clue him in on what's going on. Okay, they all telling them we gonna vote Wentworth. So Joe and Aurora were thinking they voting Wentworth. All the women got together and say, "Oh no, we gonna vote David out. David and Rick, split the votes on them." So Kelly, Lauren, and was it War Dog too? They all thought it was going to be, either David and Rick, so they split and they votes for them. They gave all the votes to Rick.
Mm-hmm.
They gave all the votes to Rick because they said, "Y'all all vote Rick. We gonna all vote for David." Well, they flipped the game.
Ron said Joe.
Ron said Joe, and out went Joe. Bye.
And I have never seen Joe look so pissed.
Oh my God, Joe's pissed.
In my life. I was like, y'all got his beautiful face all scrunched.
He had that Jack Sparrow on.
He's beautiful.
He was looking
came
gorgeous.
through and the fire lit him up.
He said, "This is no question." Because
Chile.
the another twist is Edge of Extinction still exists.
Yeah.
So anybody who gets voted out now can still go to the Edge of Extinction. So now we got Aubrey, Reem, Chris,
and Joe. And now, moving on to
episode 8.
This mess of an episode. Look, y'all. I don't remember most of it, but I'm gonna talk about the challenge.
Go ahead.
The immunity challenge and how when Lauren fell, I felt that.
Oh my God!
It was like, y'all know how Joe fell that one season, like he fell. No,
yes.
This fall was like graceful, but it hurt.
She was like, "I'm getting dizzy,"
and then she was out,
and she fell hard.
And then Laura. Now look, I understand trying to plead your case, but this girl just passed out.
That's what Julie was saying.
And she wasn't moving. Like I was like, is she dead?
Yeah.
Is she died on live TV?
She wasn't breathing. It didn't look like she was breathing.
Yeah, so Laura's trying to plead her case, trying to make Victoria fall, and Victoria's like,
and she was trying to plead the case that like, okay, y'all had me on the outs in the last vote. I didn't know y'all was voting on Joe. Y'all telling me y'all just didn't tell me because you know how I felt about him. So prove to me right now that I'm one of y'all. You step off and you give me immunity.
And Aurora's like,
Victoria's like, I don't know what you're talking about. What she say?
She said, she opened her eyes. She said, I was like, okay.
I ain't trying to hear you. That's basically what Victoria said.
Okay, then
don't play them games.
Victoria actually fell, and I was like,
yeah, she actually did fall.
And then Aurora got it, and then they started.
And I think Aurora think that Victoria gave it to her.
Yeah, but nah.
No, she really did fall.
She fell. Her toes was cramped. And they come back trying to get a game plan and everything, and like Birdman hands. And they like, okay, Kama strong. When he looked like he put lotion on his hands. Yeah. So he's like, Kama strong, all this. And Aurora's like, Kama.
Right.
Kama, not me.
Kama,
and so they all like, let's vote Kelly or Lauren. Let's split it. And if we split it, we know where we lie.
Right.
And the Lesu tribe, they like, well, we already know. We ain't got the numbers, but we gonna get them. And
we need to bring David and Rick back in and get Aurora because we know she was on the bottom.
Now, David and Rick. Now, when I saw the preview, I was like, dang, David, what you do? No, it was dang, Rick, what you do?
Right.
He was like, I don't trust the Lesu no more, so we going
all
strong.
In his feelings. All in his feelings.
Look, I understand. You were betrayed.
And I can't stand War Dog, but he made
War Dog was making points like it wasn't like nothing.
I'm trying to lead her without emotions right now. This is about $1 million. Like, get out your feelings right now, bro.
They all like, he like, nah, I'm going with Common Strong. And Common Strong is like, he next. Once they finna drop like flies and Rick
I
is
really
next.
want to get back to Lesu because I know, but if I could trust y'all. But the thing is, I don't trust y'all.
I was like,
I can't stand y'all. I was like, oh, right. That plus my imagination.
War Dog stopped. He was like, he said, what did you just say? So, he went over to Kama or whatever, and I didn't see him again. And then War Dog is like, all right, pitch sale, because he a law student.
Right.
We got Julie up. And my life, Gavin.
The two youngest, he said.
Two youngest. And he was like, look, y'all, they pulling in David and Rick. Well, technically, it's really just Rick.
Right.
And they're going to try to vote all Lesu out. And then they're going to use David and Rick against Kama.
Yep.
And Julie was like,
let me test the waters.
Let me test them water. She went to Eric and she was like, so, what if we really get let's get David out. Let David and Rick out. And he was like, no, we gonna just stick with what we know.
David's
Kama
loyal.
is strong. Yeah, David is loyal. And Rick is already with us, so we just gonna stick with Kelly. And it clicked in her brain. She's like, all right, we gotta go. She was like, Gabby, we doing it. We doing this thing. And Gabby was like, you know what about Ron? And I was like,
Ron,
oh, slick. I mean,
I was excited.
I was
excited.
So they went to Victoria. Now, Victoria is probably the hardest person to read. I don't understand nothing going through her brain. Because they was like, they pitched the sale to her, and she was like, this ain't it. This ain't the time. I mean, I understand.
She said a couple more votes, not just the next one, a couple
she
more
said,
votes.
I understand what y'all trying to do, but this ain't the time. And then, we get to the trial.
I didn't know what was going to go on this tribal.
This tribal was a mess.
Because this season, they have really not showed people scrambling. So I'm like, I don't know if they talked to each other, what happened, or they just all go off the fly their seats.
I think they so focused on this Kama alliance that it really ain't no scrambling. And so they talking, and David is like, look, y'all either gonna be the pilot or the passenger. Right now, Lesu is the passengers, but some of y'all ain't got the resume to even be a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got the name and address, and that address currently is 444 Extinction Island Road. And I was like, ooh. And then Eric gonna come in, he was like, we trying to go see loved ones and all that. So let's focus on what's really here. What I was like, this is for $1 million. What you talking about loved ones? We gonna see them at the end. And then David was like, you know what? I don't want to agree with Boy Dog, but we gonna have to, because this is the
truth.
Why are we so focused on this benchmark? Like, I understand we want to see our family, but I'm here to win money.
$1 million.
Money gonna get me to my loved ones every day.
And earlier, Whitworth and Lauren was like, we're gonna have to play our idol.
Mm-hmm.
We know they coming for us. We're gonna have to play our idol. And when Jeff said, anybody want to play the idol, and they looked at each other and didn't do it,
I freaked. I was like,
no.
I was like, they gonna go. No. So then, votes come out. Kelly. Lauren. Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
Lauren.
Right.
Eric.
Who?
Eric.
Huh?
Eric.
What you saying?
And so then Eric was like, okay, that's them three right there. Eric. And now he like, Eric. And they was like,
come get the torch, brother. Come get the torch.
And so, the jury, the Extinction members, they all like, y'all did that. Y'all did that.
Yes.
And so
Julie is so proud. Julie's so proud of herself.
They showed the votes at the end. And she didn't think Victoria voted.
I didn't think Victoria voted.
Victoria held that up and it said, Eric, I was like,
got you. Got him. I was so proud.
You don't know what she thinking.
I was so proud.
But then something else we didn't mention. Our girl Aurora has an advantage.
Yes, she does.
An extra vote.
She got an extra vote. Was it Joe that gave it to her?
It was Aubrey. But she said, Joe or Aubrey, I love you.
Yes, that's right.
Aubrey probably
found the challenge.
She probably
found it.
And so, but I don't think she used it. You have to announce it when you use it, right? Oh,
it's secret.
I don't think she used it because it said she got up to 7 players left.
Yeah.
Well, now it's 11. She got a minute unless she starts feeling like it's on her.
Now I wonder when they're gonna try to bring in the new people again. Because at number 5 is when they can't. When it's 5 people left, they can't use idols anymore.
I think when 7 gonna happen.
Maybe since that's the last time she could get an extra vote.
Either 7 or 8.
I just don't know what to think of. I wonder what's really going through Rick's head right now.
Rick is not thinking. He
playing with emotion. I know you can get mad in this game, but come on, man.
I understand betrayal. Now look, the person who you think would be gung-ho for betrayal and getting people back would be Kelly.
Yeah.
But Kelly been seeing her name, she like,
look, I ain't been mad at Kelly. Y'all know how I feel about her.
Kelly is like, okay. anyway,
I was so happy that girl stayed after she didn't play her idol. I was like, yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Kelly is
I
my
love when the
girl.
game flip on his head.
Thank you.
I love when the game flip on his head.
But then, next preview, Eric went on the island. He was like, it ain't as bad as you think. Like, it ain't as bad as I thought it was. Reem was like, don't get too excited. And then, so
like yeah, this piece of cake.
they
right,
showing
bro.
all the little previews, but then they showed a tribal, and I was like, what? They showed a tribal in the preview, and Jeff was like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen happen. And I was like, that means something is about to go down, and my body is not ready. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't like it. Unless they get Ron out, then I will. But then, oh my gosh, what if they combine the idol at tribal? And I
with David and Rick?
I really hope that it's like that if they combine the idol, it
so
didn't work for two of them.
the Kelly and Lauren got 4 idols. They both got half salsa.
No, they both got one full one.
One full. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
So like, I wonder if they combine it and then it turns into like an idol for both of them. Because if they do, then that'll be wild.
That would be.
I would combine it right at tribal. I'd be like, clink clink, here we go. But yeah,
David and Rick got to get back together.
because they.
I do like the fact that they didn't get mad at each other. They were just like, bro.
Yeah, they like, come on, man.
Right
David
here.
was like, one of us drunk and it ain't me.
He said, this right here, this conversation is going to be a defining moment for us.
We gonna remember this.
Yep.
And Rick was like,
I don't care what you're talking about. I ain't gonna be with them.
And so
I
Rick
can't stand them.
Rick at tribal where Eric got voted out, he was like,
it was not me. He had made clear to say, I didn't do it, y'all. I didn't do it.
He was like, maybe Kama ain't so strong. Because the real y'all voted for your own member. Because either it was going to be strictly Kama and then it was really going to get bad. Because you know how if you got one team and then everybody like so close and gung-ho. And then everybody like,
Yeah,
somebody
because they really did have to. Because originally Gavin was in on all the decision making.
Gavin was like,
and now it's just become Ron. It used to be Gavin and Victoria. Now it's just Ron and Eric. Ron and Eric making all the decisions, and they like. War Dog was smart. He's smart.
He's smart because he is a law student. You know, everybody can't be a law student.
Yeah, he's smart. Yeah.
Everything War Dog has said technically is correct. Sometimes I just don't agree, but all of his every argument he has given, I'm sitting there thinking, he kind of right.
He kind of right, yeah.
But I don't want it to be correct. But this one right here, I was like,
this was good. I loved each and every twist that they had. The fact that I'm flip flopping back and forth between members. Like I used to be having one person strong that I'm like rooting for the whole time, but now I'm just like, get him. Get him.
I'm with Kelly no matter.
I want Aubrey to rise. I just want her to come out of
okay. Now when Aubrey come back,
yes.
When she come back, because she come back, I don't care what anybody else said. I'm Aubrey, team Aubrey all the way. I don't care.
Yes, I want her to do it.
It's flashing. What's that mean?
Oh, that means that we got time.
5 seconds. Oh,
all right, y'all. So thank you for watching.